Hey guys, Jason here. Traditional Bowhunting Wilderness Podcast. Today we're talking about heirloom items. Things that you can buy that you buy once, cry once, and they're actually not that bad price-wise comparatively, but you're going to buy them, you're going to use them for your entire life, and then you're going to turn around and you're going to hand them down to your children, and they're going to use them. And that's some of the stuff we're going to talk about. We all are, if you're processing your own animals, and you're going to start making your own food and doing things like that, making your own sausages, things of that nature, there are a few things that you're going to want to buy. You can buy cheap stuff, and then it's going to break down on you, and you're going to have to replace it more often. Trust me, I've been there with the grinder before. Okay, we went through so many of the cheap grinders, so many of the food savers before we stepped up and bought, quality pro-grade kind of stuff, and it made a tremendous difference. So that's what we're going to talk about today, some heirloom different items here that you buy one time, and then you get it quality, and then it lasts you forever. We'll talk about some things that we got here, and we'll go over it. Here we got a sausage stuffer, okay? I think that, and I don't remember, I want to say this is a 7-pound sausage stuffer. This is by Walton's. Walton's makes incredible stuff. I'm very impressed with the quality of Walton's, and they're also one of the only ones that I found out there that were rated for the very small snack sticks. That's very hard to hit, very hard to get a machine that's capable of pressing those without causing any damage to the machine for the very small snack sticks. But this is gonna, and I'm not doing a review on each of these, we're just talking about some of these. But something like this that we're seeing here, this sausage, this stuffer, okay, easy to use, easy to control pot, comes right out, set. You got 2 gear ratios, so you got right here where you can go slow for when you're actually pressing and pushing sausages out. Okay, see how slow this bar is moving as I do this? Okay, now we got another gear right here. Love this. This is simple. So, but when I'm done, look at how quick I can crank that right out. There's my plunger. So 2 speeds. This one would not be used for moving things once you get the resistance, but the other one would. And then again, pop this right out. You got your whole setup, sweet and easy. And I can run it back down. And then when I get into some resistance and I start pressing, put it on the secondary gear. And, okay, whoop, I can put it on all the way. And we're going to get that ratio that's going to work for it. Look at how we're getting all that, that power out of this kind of thing too. So it's a beautiful setup here, okay? You get multi-speed, do whatever you need to do with it. And that basically is our sausage stuffer. They're not ridiculously expensive, but if you're going to make your own snack sticks, especially the snack sticks are the hardest ones, something like this, a good sausage pusher is going to be very valuable for you. And this is something that you can, through Walton's, I can get all replacement parts for it. Okay, this is a key factor you will find among everything. Replacement parts for all of it are available, and this company's been around for a very long time. They make very high-end stuff, okay? But again, the prices are not ridiculous. I don't remember what the price of this was when I bought it, but it was not crazy. But this is the kind of stuff we're looking for, is this quality build going to do its job for you. I'm going to set this off to the side here, so we kind of kick this out, put it over here for right now. Brings us to our lem grinder. Okay, we have the lem grinder. This one, you guys know, I've done probably close to 150 deer and hogs with this lem number 12. This is a number 12 3/4 horse big bite. Okay, this thing is an absolute beast. I hear all the time about people are like, well, I got to freeze my chunks first. I got to put the whole thing in the freezer. I even have to freeze the actual unit. You got to put the head in the freezer. I don't ever freeze this thing, and I don't ever freeze the food. I work it straight as it is, the meats, and I don't have a problem. This thing chews through everything. I'll let it run for an hour straight as I'm doing 60 pounds of deer meat, grinding it in there, and I won't even turn the thing off. This thing allows me to just hit it the way I want and get it done and not play games. I don't have to sugarcoat nothing. I don't have to toy with it. This thing has been through everything you could think of. Sometimes this is so hot it's almost hard to touch. It's almost cooking the meat coming out of there sometimes. It keeps right on grinding it through with no issues whatsoever. So understand that when you buy something quality like that, you can use it like it's meant to and get her done. So this, like I said, this number 12 grinder has been used on so many animals, yet I am still on my very original guides and my cutters inside of here. I have 2 sets. I got a cutter that matches this one, and then I have another cutter and the smaller disc. They are in a baggie over there in my stuff for this, and I keep them separate. These 2 always stay together. Those 2 stay together. All the parts and pieces of this are replaceable through lem. Any issues you have are replaceable through Lem. If I need new cutters, I can get them from Lem. Everything is right there for me. So it is not a disposable item. This is a buy one time, use it the rest of your life, and then hand it down to your children and they can continue using it. Love that factor on it. Is it light? No, it's very, very heavy. This thing's an absolute beast. But it's been so good. And like I said, I've been through so many different grinders. So I love this grind. Everything about this grinder, straight up amazing. The big auger, or the big bite auger that's in here. This thing is incredible on every kind of level. Just amazing. But again, buy it once, you're done with it. Now up here we got my VacMaster 350 or 380 here, Pro 380. And this is a great food saver. I've been using it again for about the same amount of time as this Lem, and it's been working fantastic. I love it. I'm at the point right now where I'm going to have to replace the heat strip in here that seals the bags. But again, I can call up VacMaster directly and I can order that part and I can replace it myself very easily, and it's not a big deal. But that's the only thing, after hundreds of animals sealing all that stuff and sealing so many bags of meat, finally, after whatever it's been, 7, 8, 9 years, finally this strip is starting to go out on me, and it's only occasionally, but I can replace this right through them myself and keep this thing going. So it's been incredible quality. Would I recommend it today? No, I think the chamber sealers are coming down in price enough that I'd probably go with a chamber sealer over another one of these, but I have this and I could technically keep this running the rest of my life. Meat mixers. Okay, if you're making a lot of sausage and stuff, you need a meat mixer. That's what this is. This is another Walton. This is a meat mixer. I got all my stuff in here already, basically. I keep all the handles in there. But this is it right here. Put the crank in it, and you spin it, and it mixes all your meat for you. It's a very simple concept. This thing has been nothing short of flawless. And we've used it, you know, for 2 deer and 8 hogs now. And it just... you know, mixes the meat and all your seasonings perfectly. But it, again, not expensive. I want to say this was like 170 bucks. Not expensive. Built like a tank, will last a lifetime, will be handed down to my children. Generations and generations can use this mixer. Okay, that's the beauty of it. So that's the key things of this. Another one that not many people think about is when you start building a collection of your game processing knives, as you see here. Okay, and I have some fillet knives in there. You're seeing steels and sharpening rods. You're seeing meat hooks. You're seeing all kinds of Dexter Russell knives. You're seeing carpenter blades for skinning. You're seeing, that's what this is for. See, it's already got a carpenter blade on it. I'll show you guys in case you don't know what that is. You can see it right on there. A hooked blade, hooked carpenter blade that's on there. Okay, fantastic for skinning animals. All of this stuff stays in here, even a little Havel on it I keep in the handle, and I made a Kydex sheath for it, so when my blades are on, I can keep them running. Even X-Acto knives, okay, for working antlers and the little details. Everything I need is in this kit. Every knife I could dream of is in this kit. This kit will then turn around and be handed down when I am long gone. My children's children's children will still be using this kit and using this setup to actually process their own animals. That is a beautiful thing, okay? Now, is there some money in here? I'm going to say there's probably 200 bucks in here total in knives that I've collected over the years. I've said it in other videos. Realistically, this one knife right here, this one fillet knife will do 99% of everything you need. That's fine and great. Then you start having other people help you. You get tired of sharpening knives throughout the process. You build some things over the years, okay? When you do that, you keep this stuff together like this. And like I said, this kit with this $10 Tractor Supply toolbox that I put it in is a kit that's been with me now for 30 years since I started building it, will be handed down through generations and generations, and hopefully they will use it for the same exact thing I did. That is the beauty of buying this stuff. Just like your parents and grandparents were with their KitchenAid mixers and making them things, handing them down, and they don't build them like they used to. You're right. These kind of tools are those game changers. These are the things that are going to make all that difference and help your future generations not only save money because they don't have to buy it, But every time they use these things, they are going to remember that you did. They are going to think about those stories. When my grandson uses these knives to process his animals and he grabs a different one out of here, he's going to wonder what it did for me. You know, that kind of stuff. When when me and my wife are long gone, and my daughter Bella and her son, and then their children, so her grandchildren, are using this to stuff sausages with still, and it's still running strong. The stories they will tell with this equipment has a lot of value to it. So that's the whole purpose of this video. We're talking about heirloom items that will carry your memories down to your children and to their children, and that kind of a thing, that are worth buying, that will save you money in the long run because you're not replacing the cheap crap over and over again. So hopefully this gives you some ideas, some things to think about, and thanks for watching.